Semen retention is going to transform your life, but only if you can do it. Now, does that mean you have to hold your semen forever? Not necessarily, but what it does mean is that you got to be able to have at least the self-control and discipline to be able to go 30 days, 60 days, 90 days so that you can allow all the benefits of retention to enhance your life. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact process that I used to transform my life. Now, when I say transform my life, here's what I'm talking about. I was over 170 pounds and today I'm 153. I've been able to create an amazing relationship with my wife, both in and outside the bedroom. We've been able to pay over $20,000 worth of debt in just a few months as we've increased our income, as I've increased my ability to impact and influence people. If you want to learn how to do this and so much more, watch this video right to the end. Hi, my name is Nakula and I help men master their S3X energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom. Go take the free S3X transmutation guide. The link is in the description. It's a great place to start your journey. Now, what I'm going to share with you is the 7-step process that I've personally used and now have taught thousands of men all around the world and literally gotten amazing results from it. The results that I mentioned at the beginning is just the tip of the iceberg. I gave you some real tangible results, but the intangibles, the subtle results are endless. Higher consciousness, higher awareness, focus, determination, motivation. I got a ton of videos on this channel all about the benefits of semen retention. So if you're new to this concept or this idea, then make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, get notified. That way you don't miss a video. And of course, I recommend after this video, go on a binge watching spree and check out all the benefits of this amazing lifestyle. So how do you become a semen retention master? How do you absolutely have control over your ejaculation? Well, the first step is that you have to clear your body of the old patterns. You have to purify your body. Now, when I say purify your body, I'm not talking from a religious perspective or even a moralistic perspective. I'm talking about literally cleaning up and detoxifying your body. You have two nervous systems that work in coordination with each other running through your body, the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is your fight, flight, or freeze response, and it's the same nervous system that governs your ejaculation. When you've got drugs and alcohol and you're playing video games and you're not getting good sleep, your sympathetic nervous system is actually more agitated than someone who's clean, someone who's pure of body. Pure, think of like this, you've got dirty water and you need to extract the dirt from that water and all you have left is the pure water. What you want to do is you want to get your body back into a state where it is the cleanest it can possibly be. And in this world where we have so many unnatural lights, so many unnatural energies, processed foods, sugars put in everything, our soil is being degraded. We have to have a process of clearing our body essentially on a daily basis. Hopefully you're taking a shower daily. You need to be taking an energetic shower as well and learning to cleanse your body. That's why the first step in the process is cleansing your body, cleansing the individual organs. And you can do this through breath, through sound, through movement. By working with breath, sound, and movement in coordination with each other and intention, you're able to clear your body and your major organs of all the negative emotions that you're storing. Jealousy, envy, obsessiveness, addictive behaviors, hatred, cruelty. So that way you're left clean, joyful, happy, in a state where you can actually have lots of energy. And that's even without semen retention. Just by cleaning up your body, you're going to notice a massive difference in your ability to focus, your ability to be joyful, your ability to stay away from the negative things in your life. I was just talking to one of my students yesterday. We were on a one-on-one call and he was saying that he just feels happier. He's like, I'm happier. 2 weeks into the program, he's like, I'm happier. I'm like, why are you happy? He's like, I'm not really sure. I was like, it's because you're cleaning up your body. See, he stayed away from alcohol and he stayed away from pornography for just 2 weeks, and he's already noticing a difference in his mood, which has showed up as benefits at work, with his kids, and in his relationships. So step 1, clean up or purify your body. Step 2 is expand your capacity to hold more energy. One of the main reasons that guys relapse on semen retention and nofap is because after you've been retaining for about 7 to 14 days, you know that you get super horny. You're just like, oh man, I want it. And that's a good thing. You should be waking up with morning wood. You should be looking at girls like, oh my gosh. Now, just because you're looking at girls like, oh, I want that, and you're making up with morning wood, doesn't mean that you should act upon it. All that simply means is that your body and your hormones are working really well. You're activated. You're turned on. That's why we call it turned on, because when you're in a state of arousal, everything gets heightened. So what happens is guys get super horny on this lifestyle, and then they end up relapsing. They end up feeling like, I can't hold all this energy. I'm just getting agitated. I'm angry. And it pushes you back into old negative habits. Think about if you've got a cup of water and you want 4 cups of water. So you've got a cup of water, but you want 4 cups of water. What's the first thing that you need to do? The first thing you need to do is get a bigger cup. I can pour as much water as I want into your cup, but if your cup can only hold 1 cup of water, it doesn't matter how much water is available in the world. Your capacity to hold water is at 1 cup. So through this process of transformational breath work, synchronized movement with breath, Qigong, we literally open or expand your body so that you can hold more energy. As your ability to hold more energy in your body expands, your ability to go for 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days and beyond with semen retention also expands without feeling agitated, without feeling like you need to bust a nut just to get rid of that energy. And you could still see a woman, find her attractive, but it won't agitate your mind. I was at the gym last night and there was just this gorgeous woman. She was on the Stairmaster thing. And I was like, holy smokes, this girl's gorgeous. And that lasted for about 3 seconds, and then I went back to my workout. Where in the past, I would have been daydreaming. You know what I'm talking about, fellas. You're kind of daydreaming about that girl. You're like, oh yeah, she's hot, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you go and, rub one out quickly, all right, to her. When you expand your capacity to hold energy in your body, especially sexual energy, you'll notice that while you're aroused, you're not controlled by it. You can act upon it if you'd like. You cannot act upon it. You have choice now, instead of being a compulsive man, which is essentially a weak man. The third step is to ground your energy. Think about like a traditional plug here in North America. You've got a male, a female, and a ground. The ground is there for surges of energy, so that when surges of energy come through the circuit, it grounds that energy so the circuit doesn't break. You don't overload the system. Well, think of your own body as an energetic or electric circuit. When you're feeling those strong urges, like, oh man, I gotta get some, or oh my gosh, I'm just, you're sitting at work and you're trying to work and all you could think of is S3X, and those are surges of energy. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It's a good sign of health. You're really turned on. You're really on fire. The challenge is if you don't know how to ground that energy or use it or alchemize it, then you end up falling back into negative habits, or you end up going and busting a nut just simply to get rid of that energy. So through practices like standing meditation, deep earth pulsing, learning to release dormant energy in your body, then you can actually ground that energy. Literally, the earth is a grounding tool. You can give that to Mother Earth and she will happily take that energy and use it, as opposed to you wasting it in a tissue or down the toilet. So when you learn to ground your energy and you learn to drop your awareness, and by the way, awareness and energy are one and the same. Where awareness goes, energy flows. So whatever you're aware of during the day, whatever is dominating your conscious and mainly your subconscious thoughts, that's where your energy is going to flow. When you learn to drop your energy and ground yourself, you're able to deal with those massive surges of energy that generally get you to relapse. Then you got to learn to move energy throughout your body. Me and you know when you're horny and you're feeling aroused, most of us feel that energy in our genitals. And we can literally feel it feels like either heat or tingling or become sensitive. You literally become aroused. Maybe you get a hard on. Well, what ends up happening in this process of alchemy that I teach is you end up learning actually how to take those sensation, that heat, that tingling, that arousal, and move it throughout your body. There's a main channel called the microcosmic orbit that runs from the bottom of your perineum, so between the testicles and anus, all the way up and around the top of your head and down your body. Now, in the yogic system, there's the main 7 chakras, which correlates with the main hormones in your body. What you learn to do through this process is actually move that sensation, and it feels so good. This is setting you up for non-ejaculatory sex and non-ejaculatory orgasms, where you actually rotate that energy, like capture it, and learn to move it up the body, up the spine. You're able to charge your brain, having brain orgasms. You're able to charge your heart, opening up your heart. You're able to disperse it throughout your body, and you literally feel orgasmic all throughout your body. It's like a blissful feeling that you feel throughout the day. By learning to move energy in your body by using muscle control, meditation, and your breath, you're able to disperse that energy from the genitals, which takes away that raw urge to want to masturbate or to ejaculate. And when you're doing that with a partner, you're able to circulate that energy and open up yourself for non-ejaculatory orgasms. You can have, as a man, multiple orgasms. You can have sex multiple times and never once spill your seed once you master this process. It's life-changing, because imagine all the energy that you have when you're aroused and never losing it, but being able to use it and pour it into other aspects of your life. And this is where we start to get into more advanced practices where you start to cultivate lots of energy, whether by yourself or with a partner, where you learn to actually use sexual energy in a very conscious way and cultivate tons of it. So you start to just become magnetic. You see, what happens is when you contain lots of sexual energy in you, that sexual energy begins to vibrate all your cells, and your aura begins to expand and vibrate at a higher level. And as you begin to vibrate at a higher level, you're able to attract quicker. You're able to manifest. You're able to influence. You're able to have impact. This is the secret of Steve Jobs, King Solomon, the Yellow Emperor. These guys reached high levels of mastery, and they were able to pour that into their worldly and spiritual ambitions. The 6th step is learning to transmute that energy, as it's talked about in the famous book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and has been mentioned in many spiritual texts all around the world from different ages, from the Vedas to the Taoists to the Druids to mystic Christianity. There is this analogy of the Kundalini rising up the spine and opening up the crown chakra. And what this allows you to do is manifest with ease. You literally, remember, this is a world of energy. So as you contain more energy and actually transform yourself into a light being or a energetic being back to your original pure state. This takes purification to a whole different level. The first step of purification is at the body level. Now we're talking at the energetic or spiritual levels. Well, at this level, you're purifying consciousness, and you have tremendous amounts of power in this world. And the 7th step is mentorship and association. I tried to do this for a few years on my own, just watching videos like this, taking up some basic practices. But the whole thing changed when I invested in myself. I hired my coach, and he taught me this process. And then he helped me create my own program so we can spread this all throughout the world. So if you're ready to actually do this thing, if you're ready to experience the massive benefits that comes with the semen retention lifestyle, then make sure you go to the links in the description below and book a free call with me. If you want more information, if you're still not convinced, if you're like, I want to know more about it, how can I use this to grow my business or relationship? Then go take the free sex transmutation guide. And of course, that's available to you to take and get started with that training. But if you're ready to take it to the next level, then go to the links in the description below, book a free call with me. I'll take you through the entire program, how it works, the payment plans and all that kind of stuff, all those questions you have, and see if it's a right fit for you. And if you resonate with me as a teacher and you feel like, yes, now is the time for me to take my life to the next level, then go ahead and book that call. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss a video, because at bare minimum, as long as you keep this concept in your mind, you're going to notice transformation simply by listening and understanding this power. I'll see you in the next video.